Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we will be talking about the F-15 Eagle, which is an amazing US fighter aircraft. So without further ado, let's get into it. Let us first talk about some basic stuff. The F-15 is a massive aircraft for a fighter jet. It is a very small aircraft in comparison to other large aircraft such as a 747 and A380, but it is a very large fighter jet. Its length is 63.8 feet and its wingspan is 42.8 feet. I know that might not sound that big to you, but that is very, very large because it has a delta wing, which means that its wing is all one surface area, and that makes it very, very large. Let us next talk about the F-15's engines. These engines were Pratt & Whitney F100 engines, and they produce 25,000 pounds of thrust each, and the F-15 has two of them, so that equals 50,000 pounds of thrust for the entire plane. That is a crazy amount of thrust for such a relatively small plane, and this means it can go really, really fast. The F-15's max speed is about Mach 2.5, which is very, very fast. In my previous video I talked about the F-14. That plane could only go to Mach 2.4, so the F-15 has a higher top speed than the F-14. Because of their very high power output, the engines created a lot of heat, and this meant that they had to have some sort of heat shield to keep everything together and not melt. So they used a titanium heat shield. They chose titanium because it's a very good heat dissipator, and this means that it can disperse heat very well and it won't melt itself. It'll get up to the same heat as everything else, but it won't melt because it has such a high melting temperature. The F-15 was manufactured in 1976. This was actually 2 years after the F-14 Tomcat, which I mentioned in a previous video, came out. The Tomcat came out in 74. The F-14 was meant for the Navy, but the F-15 was made primarily and only for the Air Force. This means that there are no F-15s serving in other branches of the US military today. Let us talk about the weapons now. The F-15 has a 20mm M61 Vulcan rotary cannon. This cannon could fire at a rate of 100 rounds per second. So that means 100 bullets per second. The F-15 has a 600 round magazine. This means that they would have about 6 seconds of firing time. The F-15 can also carry a wide variety of air-to-air and air-to-ground missiles. Some air-to-air missiles that it carried is the AIM-120 AMRAAM missile, the AIM-9 Sidewinder, and the AIM-7 Sparrow. Talk a little bit about the history of the F-15. The F-15 was originally designed and manufactured by McDonnell Douglas, which is an aircraft company. They made a lot of good airplanes. But now they're designed and manufactured by Boeing. And Boeing is in the process of upgrading the F-15 to the F-15X, which is basically just a better version of the F-15 with more fuel-efficient engines, more cost savings, more armament choices, and all that other cool stuff. The US Air Force is actually still using F-15s to this day in combat anywhere in the world. They are not planning to stop using them in the near future because Boeing is making a better version called the F-15X. So this means that the F-15 is going to be around for a very long time. Now I want to thank you all for watching my video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something new about the F-15 that you didn't already know. I really hope that you'll consider subscribing and make sure that you click that notification bell so that way you won't miss out on any new videos because I'm posting one every day this week. I hope that you comment and make sure to tell me what plane I should do next. So, until I see you again, bye-bye.